Welcome to the DentiMax Tip of the Week. This week's tip is going to be looking at a feature on the scheduler. We can start by pulling up the scheduler, and what I want to focus in on today is the appointment list. You'll find that here in your options menu. You can also find it at the top of your screen under the lists menu and here under appointment list. By clicking on either, it'll bring up the same exact data. If we open up our appointment list, this is one way you can find a listing of all of the appointments that are on your schedule in the future and that have been on your schedule in the past. You'll be able to customize your view and add in a number of different headers here to sort your information by. For example, if I want to see who's on my ASAP list, I can click on the word ASAP, resort my data in ascending or descending order depending on how many times I click on that item. So in the past, back in May, I had a few people on the ASAP list, and I did in September as well, but going forth, I don't have anyone else currently on the ASAP list. If I go ahead and click on date, we'll be able to once again see the appointments in ascending or descending order. So I'd prefer to see my appointment based on the ones that are coming up or that are in the future first. So I've clicked on my header that says date. I can see the time of the appointment, the chart number for the patient, and my patient's name. I also have the notes section from their appointment displayed here and their email address as well. You can customize the different views here on your screen by going to your options menu and clicking Customize View. Oftentimes I get asked what's the quickest way to find a patient's appointment, and the appointment list can be one of those ways. The alternative is, of course, going to the patient information screen, pulling up your patient name, double-clicking on them, and then here in the middle of the screen, there's the appointments listed. Go back to the appointment list for a moment. I want to show you that Jared Martinez is also listed here. And the quicker way to find out when the appointment is by adding a customized filter to search by patient name or perhaps something else that might be handy. If I click in my options menu, customize filter, I can add the last name and the first name section as searchable field, or I could perhaps add the patient's phone number, and we'll go ahead and click OK and add those as searchable fields. Now if I type the first name into my search bar, we'll just go with Jared. Here's all of Jared's appointments coming up, and we can verify with the last name and based on the date of the appointment, which ones have passed already and which ones are scheduled for the future. If any of these appointments were on the ASAP list, you'd be able to see that here in the checkbox. And also you can go to that appointment on the scheduler simply by either double-clicking on the appointment or clicking on it once and selecting Go to Appointment in your options menu. That will open up the details of that appointment. You could, of course, add notes right to the appointment entry screen from here, and then when you're done, save your changes or place this appointment on the ASAP list and save your changes. Now you can see Jared has an ASAP appointment requested then. You can also create a new appointment right from this screen, and instead of choosing your date and time first, essentially you're choosing your patient first and setting up the rest of the parameters, and then adding the appointment date and time here on the right-hand side. Go ahead and get rid of Jared's first name so we can pull up our full appointment list once again. And of course you can see that I've added phone number as a searchable field. If I started typing in that 626 phone number in the format that the computer is looking for, I can see all of my patient's appointments based on phone number only. We have some other pre-formatted search fields here in the bottom section. Search by date, chart number, ID number, date the appointment was modified, if they're on the ASAP list, if it's a repeating appointment, and the end date, if there's a start and end date of the appointment. Most commonly, though, you're going to search either by first name or last name. And as you can see, it very quickly pulls up your listing of patients and the appointment list as to when that person is scheduled. I hope you've enjoyed this week's Tip of the Week, and of course, if you have any questions regarding DentiMax, feel free to give us a call at 1-800-704-8494. Thank you.